Hey guys, this is Blake. It's November 14th, 2013. It's one day after my 3-month mark of starting testosterone. So I hope you guys are doing well. I know I am. Things are going pretty well around here, and I've got a list of things to talk about, so I'll just get to it. It might be a little bit longer because of that. I'll forewarn you now. I know in my last video I mentioned about having an in-service and telling all my coworkers. You know, my boss knew way back when so that I could get everything started and in order with work, but at the end of last month I did have that in-service with our department, and it went really well. All of my coworkers were very receptive. I even had a few just come up and say, "Can I just give you a hug?" Because they were proud of me, kind of thing. So it went well. Things are still going well at work. It's been a couple weeks now since that happened, and they've all been really good about using the new name and mostly using the new gender as well. There's been a few slip-ups with both, but it's going to happen. So overall, it's been pretty well, going pretty well. I've seen a few patients that I had prior to that in-service that I'm still seeing now, and the few that I am doing that with have been really just receptive, no sweat off their backs kind of thing. Yeah, that's fine. And then all the new patients have been, obviously they don't know any better, but they haven't said anything or wanted to switch for any reason. So it's going really well there, and I'm glad. I'm just happy that I can go to work every day and be me now. So that's going well. Another thing I want to mention is you might be able to tell, since I did my last video, my voice has changed, I think, a little bit. I guess enough for people who watch these videos or who I'm friends with every day in real life to say something, you know, like, "Hey, I noticed your voice changing. That's, you know, that's really cool," kind of thing. And I'm excited about that. That I've noticed it kind of gradually, slowly changing, and it's not been a great change from now to when I started, but it's been a change nonetheless, and so that other people are realizing it's kind of cool and interesting to me. But I did my voice recording yesterday. I try and do it on the month every month, just to compare of where I started to where I'm at, and so down the road, probably at a year mark, I plan on putting like a voice recording montage kind of thing together, just to really hear the differences. But I did, after I recorded mine yesterday, I listened to the day one on to yesterday's, and kind of blew me away. It always shocks me when I go back and listen to how it was and how it is now, because you know, hearing yourself talk when you're just talking like this versus hearing it actually recorded is different, and then let alone back to day one. So very interesting. Still looking forward to more changes with that. Another thing to talk about is the beginning of this month, the first weekend we went down, my wife and I with a bunch of friends, we went down to Plano, Texas for a long weekend and for a surgery consult with Dr. Raphael. And I'm really excited about things with that. The office staff were great. The office was lovely. Very easy access to get to it in town and things like that. So I'm hoping that maybe in the spring or early summer next year that I can go ahead and have top surgery. That's the plan anyways. As we all know, life tends to hand us things that we least expect, at times that we least expect it. So we'll have to see about that. But I was really excited about that, and they were able to give us a discount because we went down as a big group with a guy who had previously had his surgery down there, and that's kind of unheard of, a discount in that industry. So wasn't much, but it's enough to make a difference and, you know, make me want to take my business there even more. So that went really well, and I'm excited about that. Sorry I keep rambling, it seems like. Anyways, the next thing I want to talk about is that body hair. I don't know if you'll be able to tell in this video just based on the lighting and everything, but I have definitely had more facial hair recently, and just seems like it's sprouting like wildfire. I'll, you know, go to bed one night, wake up the next day, and there's new stuff. And maybe it's not new, maybe I'm just noticing it for the first time, but regardless, it, you know, always catches me off guard, and where did that come from? So just noticed it more. My arm hair is getting darker, and I think there's a little bit more of it higher up the arm too. Same with the legs. It's getting darker, fuller. more up the legs, I guess I should say. And my wife wants me to mention that I have a happy trail now. I didn't before, but every day it's more and more noticeable. So, I don't know, my hairs on my face are pretty blonde. There's some darker ones coming in on the sides and underneath. And my mustache is a little darker, but not much. But I notice it, and I think a couple people around me have noticed it. So, just having fun with it, I guess, watching where things go. I think the last thing I want to talk about is that I really haven't been overly concerned with working out lately, or I shouldn't say concerned. I'm concerned with it. I just haven't given it the time that it needs to be focused on lately. Just been kind of crazy with work and crazy busy with life in general. Just things coming out of the blue. So haven't gotten back to the gym in a little while. I try and walk at work. I do physical activity. Obviously, I'm demonstrating things to my patients as a physical therapist, but even without really dedicating the time and energy required to bettering myself physically, I have noticed that my muscles seem more defined. My wife has noticed that my muscles seem more defined. Just in my legs, I just feel sturdier, I guess, tougher, less flab around them, I guess. Not that I have a lot, but there's not as much loose skin. And then like on my arms, like my forearms when I'm at work during the day, I just kind of catches me off guard that it just looks different. So I think they're becoming a little bit more defined, maybe just based on everyday tasks. So really need to get back to the gym. Hopefully by the next video or so I will share that with you that I've done that. Hold me accountable. But I think that's everything I wanted to talk about now. I guess just kind of general stuff though. My family's still doing pretty well with it. My mom's been awesome with it, which kind of surprising. I expected my dad to be better with things, and he's actually not. I don't think he's quite on board, if you can be on board. He's very hesitant. He's not yet used my new name or pronouns or anything, so it's kind of slow moving on that side of the family. But I guess I'll take what I can. And then my wife's parents have been awesome. They've even noticed the last several times that we've gotten together with them that we just seem happier together, and I seem happier by myself, and just more relaxed in general these days. So things are going well in terms of work and family and just everyday life. So staying busy. I'll post a video again next month. I probably won't do one at the halfway mark, so probably won't be hearing from me again until around the 4-month mark. I'm not sure if my wife is going to do a video anytime soon, but she might. She's motioning to me behind the camera that she might. So we'll look for that as well, and I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you next time. Take care.